Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a back to school makeup tutorial using all drugstore products. I'm going to be doing a few back to school videos. I know I recently posted one that was kind of an everyday kind of look for back to school, but I'm going to keep making more. I kind of got to thinking and I wanted to do a tutorial using all affordable products and tools because I know a lot of you guys comment about that when I do full like affordable tutorials. You always want to see affordable tools as well. And so I went to Walmart and I picked up some tools, some of which I've used before, some of the brushes I have not, but they look really nice, so I'm going to be using them today. I'll be sure to tell you which ones I would recommend out of the bunch I'm going to be using. When it comes to back to school and the first day of school, for me, I always like to kind of buy at least one new thing that makes me feel special and pretty for the first day of school or for the new school year or whatever it might be. So I did pick up some new makeup that I'm really excited about, so I'm going to be using that in this tutorial as well, along with some of my old tried and true favorites that I've always recommended to you guys. So we're gonna kind of go from start to finish. Here's what the final look will look like. It's gonna be something that will look good for every day, but this is not a tutorial that you would probably want to do if you woke up late. I'll just say that. This is like when you wake up on time, you have a solid 20 minutes to do your makeup. This is the routine that I would recommend. Obviously, it can be totally customized according to what you guys prefer. You don't have to use all the products that I recommend here. You can totally use what you've got, but some of the new stuff I'm really excited to play with. And so let's just get right into the video. So I was thinking about when you first wake up in the morning, and a lot of times I purposefully these days don't always do a morning cleanse just because I feel like my skin is balanced. I kind of thought through a time-saving skincare prep thing, and a lot of you guys probably already have heard of micellar water. The one that I've been using is from Bioderma, and that is not at the drugstore, so I picked up a drugstore version, the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. So I'm going to be prepping the skin with this today. This is something that you could do if you are running late or if you just, prefer to maybe skip your morning cleanse. I know it sounds kind of gross, but it's always good to prep the skin in the morning. I'm just taking that on a cotton pad. But what micellar water does is it essentially kind of cleans off any dirt and debris that you have on your skin from sleeping, any leftover makeup and things like that. And it will also help kind of balance the pH of your skin, which is really important when it comes to wanting your makeup to last all day. So that's that. It feels really nice. This is just kind of like extra steps you can do in the morning to help you feel more awake. I'm going to go into the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water and just kind of spritz that all over my face. I love this stuff. Just to kind of hydrate and wake my face up if it's tired. By the way, last week I got my first chemical peel on my face and my face was like cracking off over the weekend. So if there are any dry patches, it's going to be along the outside of my face. Please just ignore those. My face is still kind of healing from the whole process, but I do feel like it made a difference. Obviously, I have to go get 2 or 3 to really see changes in the skin tone, but I definitely noticed my pores are smaller, my blackheads have diminished, so I'm excited. All right, next I'm going to use a moisturizer. Now, I wanted to find a drugstore moisturizer, but I realized that skincare is very personal, so I'm just going to use the one that I've been using, especially since I just got a chemical peel. I really want to kind of play it safe right now. So I'm going to go into my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is something that I've been loving forever, especially when I have dry skin like I do right now. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and start to put that on the skin. I always feel like skin prep, especially early in the morning, makes such a difference just to, again, like get the blood flowing in your face, kind of have a clean slate for makeup, makes you feel clean and ready to go. So I feel like this kind of routine is important for every day. I'm just gonna let that sink in. And I always like to put a lip balm on in the morning. So I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Treatment. Your favorite lip balm would work. I just really have been enjoying this one. When it comes to everyday looks, I do always start with complexion. Just because I know if I am running late, I prefer to make sure that my skin gets some love before like my eyeshadow, for example. So, and then if I have a little bit more time, I can do a little bit more of a detailed eye look or whatever, but I always start with skin just in case. So I am gonna go into my Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. If you guys are wanting to know a good drugstore primer, I love the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. Again, I'm gonna kind of take it easy on my skin a little bit and not put too many things on just because of my chemical peel. So I'm just gonna go with what I've been using and loving. This is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Fresh Faced Liquid Foundation on the go. And I actually just picked up a new Real Technique sponge. I got this set. It's just their Miracle Complexion sponge, but then it has a travel case in it. So it's a couple couple dollars more than just the sponge by itself. But I really liked the idea of having a case for this, because if you do have like a makeup bag where you just throw all your things back in it before you leave for school or work, it would be kind of nice to have something like this that you can just put, you know, back into your makeup bag and not have to worry about it getting dirty or weird, and it kind of can air out in there by itself. So I really liked that. So I'm just gonna take this sponge and go right into the pan. I probably should have picked up another one of these because I'm running a little bit low. So I'm just dipping it right into the cushion, and then I'm gonna go all over the skin with this. I'm so happy to be wearing makeup again. I miss it so much. If any of you guys have gotten a chemical peel, you'll know that like there are a couple of days where you can't put anything on your face. You look like you put Elmer's glue on your face and it's just peeling off and you can't do anything about it. So I'm actually very thrilled to be wearing makeup again. I've missed it. So I just keep dipping back into the pan. I was trying to talk while hitting my neck. And I just like to kind of build coverage. Oh, I forgot my concealer. I need to go grab it. Actually, maybe I'll have my husband grab it.
Hello?
Hi, are you available anytime soon, or?
I'm on the toilet.
All right, I'll get it. So after I have a nice layer all over the skin, obviously there are areas that I can cover up a little more, but I prefer to spot conceal. I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I'm realizing I'm using a lot of Maybelline complexion products, but I don't know. I've been really enjoying their stuff recently. So, I mean, obviously these are concealers I've used for a while, but I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the shade Light. And I'm kind of just like stippling this all over where I want a little more coverage. We're gonna go under the eyes as well, a little on the eyelids. You don't have to use 2 shades. I just always get 2 shades of my concealers so that I can brighten if I need more. So I'm gonna take the shade Fair and just add this to the under eye area. I think that's good for now. I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge again and start by blending out the darker concealer on the cheeks, on the chin and jawline. And then I start to blend out the under eye area. This is such a good drugstore concealer. It is a little bit more full coverage. So if you're somebody who likes a more light coverage, I would recommend the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That one seems to give coverage, but it's never heavy. This one doesn't look heavy on the skin, but it definitely gives more coverage, and so it's just up to you, I guess. I feel like this one lasts well as well. I'm taking what's left and kind of patting this on the center of the forehead to slightly lighten and brighten that area with what's left on the sponge. Why is it focusing over there? There we go. So next I'm gonna go in with my NYX HD finishing powder. This is in the shade Banana. I was actually going through like my old videos a couple days ago. I don't remember why. I think there was somebody that commented on it or something, and I saw the end result of this makeup look and I was like, what is under my eyes? And I had used this and it's been a while and I was like, I need to use this. So I'm gonna take the other side of the sponge and dip it right into the banana powder. This seems like a bad idea, but trust me, it's a really good idea. I'm going to just press this on the under eye area with a sponge. There's something about using this with a sponge under the eyes that brightens it like crazy, but it also smooths the under eye area and lasts all day. It's just like such a good little powder. Like honestly, I don't know if you can see it like I can in real life, but it just smooths and brightens so nicely. So I wanted to use that under the eyes. This is a little bit of an extra routine, I guess. You could also use this down the T-zone if you want, but like I said, I went and picked up some products that I had really been interested in trying, and so I've always wanted to try this Better Skin powder from Maybelline. I was watching a video from Samaj, I think that's how you pronounce her channel name. I'll link the video down below, and she said that this was her favorite drugstore powder, that she used it on her wedding day. And it's so crazy because I've had this in my cart so many times and I've just never gone through and purchased it. So after she said that, I was like, okay, next time I'm at Walmart, I'm gonna pick it up. So I really wanna try this. I found this EcoTools Stay Matte and Beautiful 5-piece brush set. So I'm gonna use one of the brushes from here. Look how cute it is. I feel like this is a good little travel size thing as well. I'm gonna use the complexion blending brush. It does have a sponge that comes in here, but I want something a little bit fluffier. Before I do that, I just remembered I didn't set my eyes. I'm gonna do that with the banana powder. So if you do end up doing this, just go ahead and like set the eyelid area and under the eyes all at once so it brightens everything. Saves you some time. Now my brows are missing, I know. We'll get to that in a second. This is just how I do a morning kind of makeup look. So let's try this powder out, shall we? Should we try the sponge? I don't know, that brush seems kind of small. I should have picked up a more fluffy brush. This angled brush looks nice. Maybe we'll try this. They're a little bit small, but so it just might take me a while. Hang on. I also picked up this Real Techniques set, so I'm gonna see what I can do with this one. I feel like those other brushes might be better for like details on the face, so I'm gonna use this brush. This is the buffing brush. Perfect. I don't know if that's meant for something like this. Oh, so much better. Okay. That's not going to take as much time at all. I got this in the shade Classic Ivory, which is the same shade that I get in the Dream Cushion. I'm just going to make sure to blend it though really well. Set everything on the face with this. It has a nice mirror. I'm going to take off the protector thing. Yeah, that's actually a really nice mirror in here. And I'm making sure to kind of blend over where we put the banana powder under the eyes, just so that it all looks nice and seamless. Wow, it looks really nice on the skin. It's not really clinging too badly to my dry patches. I have quite a few on my forehead right now. And I mean, it kind of clings because I'm super dry and it's a powder, but really nothing crazy. All right, let's get the brows on because I am dying to. Here it is. I'm gonna use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm just gonna brush up the brows and I'm just gonna quickly fill these in. I like to alternate filling in and brushing through. I feel like that just kind of helps keep the brow looking natural. That's a great little brow pencil. I forgot how good it was. Also, keep in mind, you guys, that this is just what I would do. If you don't like this much complexion product, just do you. Like, do a tinted moisturizer or whatever. Like, just customize it to you. This is just supposed to inspire you. Obviously, this is what works for me and my skin type, but I just wanted to let you know that, like, there's no rules. This is not, like, the only way to do your makeup for back to school, but definitely just take inspiration from things that maybe you think you might like to try if you've never tried it before, but don't ever feel like you have to, you know, put on as many products as I do just because that's what I personally like to do. So I'm thinking to just finish up the face. Since we've already got that going, let's just finish it up. I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I feel like now it might be a good time to use that Eco Tools complexion brush. It's a little bit smaller of a brush, but I do feel like it kind of helps get into those contours of the face, you know? You guys know I like to put it in the hairline. Honestly, this is not the channel to come to if you're looking for back to school hair tutorials. I'll tell you that much. I'm someone who is so simple when it comes to hair. I would love to learn. I just haven't taken the time to, but literally this hairstyle is what I would wear every single day. Or maybe I would let my hair air dry, you know, and that's about it. I'm gonna take some of this down the nose, or the sides of the nose, I mean, underneath it a little bit, under the lip. And then I'm gonna take that brush that we were using with the Maybelline powder and just dust over the edges so that we have a nice seamless bronzer application. Let's go in with blush. I recently picked up another Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush. These are some of my favorites. Well, this is one, I don't know. I've only tried one shade, but the formula is one of my favorites. So I got the shade Peach Primrose, and I'm very excited because I feel like a matte peach blush is so good for every day. You obviously don't need to do blush if you don't want to. I feel like so many women in my life don't like blush, which kind of makes me sad inside because blush is like one of my favorite steps of makeup ever. I love blush, but if you don't like it, you can definitely just go over like the apples of your cheeks a little bit and the bridge of your nose a tiny bit with a little bit of bronzer, and that'll just kind of add color back to your face without actual color. But you guys know me, I need blush. I love it. I love it so much. I'm just gonna open this really quick. It's so pretty. Look at this color, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's use the Eco Tools Angled Blush Brush. And let's dip into this. I love it. I'm just adding this to the apples of the cheeks. Oh my word, I love blush. Oh, so pretty. I'm just gonna take some across the nose a little bit, and that's that. For highlighter, I don't really have I guess I could use this from the Real Techniques set. This is the contour brush, but it looks like you could use it for lots of things, so we're gonna use it for lots of things. I have the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is just a go-to subtle, but not too subtle highlight, you know? So good for every day in my opinion. Just because for me, like when it comes to an everyday look, I don't want, you know, too much highlight. And because you're gonna be wearing this makeup look for a long time, I think it's best to start off with something a little more subtle. And then, you know, your natural oils in your face will kind of come through throughout the day and it will make you more naturally dewy. So I just prefer to start off with something a little more subtle. Obviously this is really beautiful still. Run it down the nose like it will show up, but it's just a little softer. I'm gonna go back in with what's left on the blush brush and just go over my cheeks. bring some of that peach back in. So this is where, you know, if you don't have any more time, you could seriously pop some bronzer in the crease, put some lashes on, or mascara, I mean, and call it a day. I, again, really wanted to find something that made me excited because that's just something that is special to me on like the first day of school, like I said. Just to find something, whether it's a new shirt or whatever it might be, it just makes me feel pretty to have a new something. So I picked up a new palette from Allie. You guys know how much I love these eyeshadow palettes in general. I have the first 2 that they came out with. They released 2 more. They were out of the more reddish one that they have. They didn't have the red one at my Milani that they just launched, but they did have this one, which is soft and sultry. Look how pretty this one is. This is a really nice neutral palette, great for every day. You could create an entire matte look with this or add a little bit of shimmer, depending. I feel like you can do so much with this. And then I found these brushes right next to the palette. This looks amazing. This is the Milani Jet Set Eye Brush Kit. So we're gonna use some of these brushes today. Seriously, these looked awesome, especially this one right here. I'm very excited to try this. So I'm gonna take the first brush in that kit. Here's what it looks like. It's just like a good crease brush, it seems. And since we have a nice base already that's pretty bright, I'm gonna go straight into our transition color, which is this one right here. This is called Tantation. It looks so pretty. I'm very excited to use this. Oh my gosh. And this brush is fluffy. Ooh, I love it. I'm just gonna move this back and forth in the crease a little bit and a little bit above, as well as our transition shade. It's got a little bit of pink in it, but it's mainly a pretty neutral nude once you apply it to the eyes. This is gorgeous. I'm just doing the same thing to this eye, blending it and making sure to build it up. I like to buff it into this inner corner slightly here, just with what's left on the brush. I feel like it gives a nice definition along the nose. I'm going to take that same brush with a little bit of that same color and just run this under the lower lash line. I love eyeshadow on the lower lash line, especially because I love lower lash mascara, so I feel like it actually makes your eyes look bigger once everything is applied, like once the mascara is on. I'm gonna take that second brush from the Milani Jet Set Eye Brush Kit. That's what it is. And let's see here. I'm into this one. I'm into this brown. So we're gonna take that. It's called Smokin' Hot. Cute. And I'm really wanting to use this to define the crease a little bit more, mainly on like the edges. So I'm kind of running it along the lash line here and then taking what's left on the brush and moving it slightly through the crease. I'm taking some of that and running it just right here to kind of connect all the colors together, but I'm just putting it on like the outer third of the lower lash line. Same thing on this eye. You could totally just leave it like this, but I was playing around with some shimmers and I mixed these two. So this one's called Foxy Lady and then Diamonds and Pearls. So I'm going to take Diamonds and Pearls really quickly on one finger and start to press that on the inner third, kind of where there's not any shadow. And then I'm going to layer on the darker shade just to kind of make like an in-between, because I feel like the first one was too light for me, for my preference. The second one was a little more smoky, so mixing the two kind of creates an in-between shade. But again, you could just leave it like this if you want. Then I'm going to go into this shade right here called In the Buff, and I'm going to take the Eco Tools Accent Shadow Brush, which was in that little set, and I'm just going to use this to lift the brow a little bit. And I'm actually going to use a little of that in the inner corner of the eye. I am going to layer the highlighter in here, but I do sometimes really like the look of a matte inner corner highlight. So if you're somebody who maybe doesn't like a shimmery inner corner, this is a good alternative. It's a little bit more soft and subtle, but you still get that same kind of effect, you know? I'm gonna take that blending brush, just run it through the crease again to make sure everything is nice and blended. So for mascara today, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I also love the Essence Mascara, but I didn't see it on my desk. So this is what I'm going to use today. You could use whatever you've got, whatever your favorite is. And I'm going to apply 2 coats to the top and bottom lashes. I'm taking a little bit of the banana powder on that same eyeshadow brush and just kind of cleaning up the under eye area with that along the eyeshadow down here, just so that it blends a little better. Yes. So I am going to add a little bit of my Pure Nude highlighter from Essence just right on top of that matte highlight in the inner corner. I'm not going to do anything too crazy for every day, but I just love a tiny bit of shimmer there. I feel like it's those subtle details that really make the difference. I'm taking what's left and adding it on the brow bone as well. So now is where you would step back and assess the situation. I honestly feel like everything looks pretty great. Just blending the bronzer down my neck a little bit further. So you guys know, in order to make the makeup last all day, I love to do my 3-step set. Obviously, if you don't have time, just go straight into a long-lasting setting spray. But I'm gonna show you how I would do this with more affordable products, since the ones I typically use are not from the drugstore. This one is from Ulta. It's not technically a drugstore brand, but you can get the small one for like $5. And I think this one's like $7, so it still is really affordable. So I'm gonna go right back in with my Mario Badescu spray. And just do a little light dusting of that. Guys, my handy fan, the battery died and I haven't charged it yet. So we're back to square one, using boxes to fan our faces. So what that does is it kind of takes away any powdery look, and then we lock it in. I finally picked up a new Flower Beauty Seal the Deal long-lasting spray. I had the hydrating one, and I had this one, but the sprayer was broken on it, so I ended up taking that back, and I just replaced it with this. So hopefully the spray is good. Yes! Okay, this spray is awesome. It's so fine. Can you guys even see that? Probably not, because it's such a fine mist. We're gonna go ahead and douse the face. Oh my word. Honestly, it's such a dreamy, fine mist. I go ham with the sprays because I feel like it really helps make your makeup look really natural, and then it lasts all day. So I'm just patting down any of the peach fuzz, and then we'll fan the face to let it dry. Then I'm gonna remove any foundation on the lips. And I picked up 2 new shades of that Neutrogena lip balm that I've been obsessed with. And let's see, I wanna try both for you guys. I got more nude shades since the one that I've been using is a little bit more rosy pink. I know a lot of people don't like too much on the lips, especially for, you know, a long day at school. I personally probably would just do something more neutral. So this is in the shade Soft Caramel. Caramel, whatever. Let's see how this one looks. Obviously, you could totally just use like a normal lip balm as well. That's Soft Caramel. It's definitely very soft, nude. There's a little bit of a tint to it, but not anything crazy. So that's that one I wanted to show you guys. Then I got one that's a little bit deeper, and this is called Fresh Plum. It's still got a nude, like there's a little bit of a brown tint to it. Oh, that's pretty too. This one definitely adds a little bit more color though, so I wanted to show you that. And now that I'm thinking of it, I also absolutely love the Color Re-Shine lipsticks from L'Oreal. This is something that will give you more of a shine, and it doesn't last a super long time, but the color is beautiful. So let me show you this one as well, because I would either wear like a clear lip balm, a clear gloss, maybe from Glossier, or a tinted lip balm or something like this. So let me show you this. This is my favorite shade, Glossy Fawn. It's so good. So that one gives you definitely more color and shine. Oh, I love this one. It's so good. I think I might leave this one on just for the sake of this video because I think it ties everything together. Obviously, I felt like all 3 of these lip products would work. You could do really any lip color with this eye look. I need a brow setter, and I always use my Glossier, and it's not technically drugstore, so I'm gonna try to find my other one. One moment. Okay, I found the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set Brow Mascara, and I'm gonna use the shade Light Brunette. They have a clear one as well. So if you have naturally full brows and you don't need to do too much filling in, you could just brush them up with a clear brow gel and you would be good to go. I obviously need a little more help than that, so I love to use tinted brow gels, just to kind of help fill in the sparse areas, you know. So there you have it, you guys. That completes my affordable makeup tutorial, perfect for every day, for back to school or for work. No matter where you're going, I feel like this is just in general a really nice everyday look. This is so signature me. I know I have, you know, peachy blush, a nude lip, bronzy eyes, whatever. But I really do feel like all these products work nicely. I have to say that powder was really nice. I'm excited to see how this wears. And the eyeshadow palette, I definitely want to do more of a smoky eye with this, because look at the options, you know, on the lower half. There's so many great dark browns and things like that. So I'm excited to play with this. Let me know what other back to school videos you'd like to see. I was thinking of doing some that maybe are a little bit less time consuming in case you have those days where you need to run out the door really quickly. So let me know if you'd like to see something like that. I have a few other ideas that I'll be doing as well, but comment down below if there's something specific you'd love to see, because I love your suggestions and I obviously want to make videos that you all want to see. So thanks you guys for watching. Thanks for always coming back to my channel and for commenting and liking liking my videos. Honestly, that means the world to me. It allows me to continue to do what I love, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Also, my back to school giveaway is still going, so if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below for you guys. I'm giving away tons of really fun makeup, so you don't want to miss it. And that is it, you guys. I am obsessed with how the complexion looks. It's been so wonderful to put makeup back on my face. I love makeup so much and I missed it, so this was really fun for me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.